and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick help with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Millions them here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get my way up.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Here's the former Gay to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Richardson off the play fake. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off play action, Richardson. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set, Panther Street, Seven Powers.
Richardson on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. On
3rd down, here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just... And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, check down to Breida. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safety.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Richardson from near his goal line. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Running left, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gano out to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set, temple, set.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Taylor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Don't get nervous. Watch out. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson to throw off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Being chased out left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gay's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. McKenzie now to return it. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Right there, right
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Richardson to the air on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, 56 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Moore on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
To return is McKenzie. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson on the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Richardson now on 2nd down. He hits Mooney going across the middle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. First and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, 61 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Richardson. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Third and long for Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go now. Check man. Check man. Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Second down, another run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Richardson. That's complete to McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Richardson. Got his man. It's Woods. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop. With 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Richardson to throw it. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Richardson looking to throw it. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's Richardson. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. Pass midfield, look out. No whistles, he's still going. And we need overtime to decide decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here as we begin overtime, they're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And, look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
They run once more with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First and 10, it's Richardson. His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Gay knocks this one through, and with it they have taken the lead.